every day. Love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away with your smile. Take time to tell me you really care, and we'll share tomorrow together. Well, I'm liking Luther Vandross songs. Somebody mentioned them and requested them. I'm really liking them. It's a very good range for me, you know. And I've heard of him before. I've just haven't really listened to. I know this song. I've heard this song many times. I love this song. Anyways, I'm Laura T at Dream Deals 123 on eBay, and the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. Just gonna. Oh, I'm moving the wrong thing. I was gonna move this to get a treat for my dog, unless I have treats in my pockets. I do. I got a treat in my pocket. Usually have plenty of treats. Treats around here are stashed everywhere. We got some at the front counter, in the bathroom, believe it or not, here, in our pockets. And yeah, that pretty much covers it. She's got us very well trained. And now Bingley the cat likes these certain kind of dog treats too. And he knows how to like open up my my zipper container. So anyways, fun times. Yes, I'm Laura T, Dream Deals 123 on eBay, Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube if I didn't say that. And I made $94 overnight and had a fun time yesterday that I want to tell you about. But let's see what I sold and how much is profit. And then we'll talk about other stuff. I got a haul video today, but we probably won't go through it all because, well, I'll tell you later. All right, some of you might have seen me list. See, I listed this very recently. It's a Garnet Hill swimsuit underwire. It does have the underwire this time. I listed one that a lady bought. It said it had underwire. It didn't have underwire. One-piece swimwear women's gray pink floral. This sold for $32, and I paid $3 for it. I made $18 on this. Sold very fast. So Garnet Hill, nice. It's a swimsuit, so it's not a tankini. It's a whole swimsuit, which I think are pretty good. I want to talk about another thing later about returns. Somebody was asking me about returns, and I kind of did a little research on it. I want to share that with you. These have all been sold in the last are listed in the last few weeks. So this is nice. These are all listed since I've moved here. These are all from these local Goodwills. This is Tommy Hilfiger men's size medium wool luxury blend gray knit pullover sweater, and this sold for $26. I paid $2 and made $14. This would have been one of those 50% off sale tags that these Goodwills have, and that I am finding some good stuff there. You know, I often wonder, we think we have a lot of competition out there. And sometimes I wonder, do we really, I feel like after what happened yesterday, I feel like, I don't know if there's a lot of good clothing resellers around here. I know now, I kind of picked up one guy at the Goodwill. He's there all the time. He hangs out in the one spot, and there was a guy in 2nd Avenue who used to do this. He just stands in one spot where they bring the new stuff out, and that's his thing. And so this guy looks like a clothing reseller. He's my nemesis. He's my competition. I'm gonna take him down, man. All right. Okay, so what else sold? Yes, so the Tommy Hilfiger, and then this, which I knew it was something. I might have a little makeup on my hands. I don't think I do, so I don't want to. This is Holy Clothing. Lysol chemise, cream, small, new with tag nightgown. And it's just this kind of muslin maxi festival Renaissance fair. That's what this holy clothing is for. It's all for those festivals and Renaissance fairs. Like this is, you put a dress or a bodicey thing or something over that base layer. So they're expensive new, and this was new at tags, and they had a great sell-through. So that sold for $37, and I paid $6 for that, but made $18 on that, and maybe even a little more. I think I made about $20, maybe even a little more. Why did I 37? Yeah. Anyways, I did good on that. So I made a total of 94 gross and 56 net overnight. It's one of my stronger days for 1,301 gross this year and 582 net. Now, let me tell you what happened yesterday. My husband and I were going to go out and look for bookshelves at antique stores. And we went to this one place called Secondhand Consignment, and they had furniture on one end of the strip mall and clothing on the other end. And we went there, and the clothing all looked like maybe a little better than Hobby Lobby stuff, if you've ever been to a Hobby Lobby. It's just all cute, but very cheaply made. Like, think cottagecore IKEA or something. And it was just all looked new. There were some little bits and pieces there that were nice, but not what I was looking for. I was looking for kind of some rusticy bookshelves. Bookshelves are actually very hard to find because everybody wants bookshelves. Everybody uses them. Everybody buys them. So if you ever if you're ever at a yard sale and you see bookshelves for $5 or something, if you want to flip them on Facebook Marketplace or something, they're a very easy flip in my opinion. Nice wooden, strong bookshelves. I listed some Pottery Barn bookshelves when we left, and man, I just had hordes of people wanting them. They sold instantly. So we went to the secondhand consignment, and the secondhand furniture was not anything that excited me. And then we went to the clothing store, and they were having a sidewalk sale, and it said 50% off the sales price plus 20% off that. So, but they had, I don't know if you've ever looked at consignment shops. Sometimes they'll have the sticker and the sales price is like, okay, for the first few weeks, it's $5. And if it's been there a month, it's $2. And if it's been there 3 months, it's $1. So there's like 3 prices on the thing. And you can go in there and shop and say, oh, it's March. This is this price. And so, but I wasn't quite sure if the 50% off was the top price or the bottom price or what. So I was figuring it in my head that it was a top price, and I found like some Allbirds that would have been basically $4 or something, and then some other pretty good pieces. I don't know, they're rails, but something similar, some Anthropologie brand that would have been, $2 or something. So I kind of grabbed a few of those, and then I went up to the desk. No, I had it all figured out right. It was like the Allbirds would be $10. Everything was like $10, which would have been a decent price if you were shopping for some nice Allbirds for yourself, but not really, I don't think, for me. I don't know, maybe I could have made a little money on those Allbirds, but I don't think I was super impressed. And a lot of times the stuff you find at the sidewalk sale, but there was some good stuff there, so... But I didn't really spend much time at the place because we were kind of on a quest for bookshelves. But we saw this Goodwill and we thought this might be one of them that is going out of business, because the Goodwill is going out of business here, and they're building a new Goodwill, which we drove by. It is absolutely huge and is opening, I believe, next week. And with this new Goodwill, the guy, when we checked out, said they were going to have $500 worth of gift cards hidden throughout the store, like some kind of scavenger hunt. And he was concerned. He was like, he goes, I think people are going to tear that place up for those. And I was like, yeah, that should be interesting. He says he'll work there. Like he knows he's going to work there, but he doesn't know if he's going to work there opening day. He probably will. But he said he didn't want to. He said it's going to be so crazy, he thinks. So I think I got to go. I think as the premier eBay influencer, I need to go and check this out and report on this. And hopefully my husband can film it and film some of this craziness. Sounds kind of fun. But so here's the thing. So we went into the store, and it was 85% off everything. And stuff is like $5 there. So it would have been, like $1.50 per piece of clothing or something. Let's see. No. it would be 75 cents. Yeah, 75 cents for a piece of clothing. So I was like, oh, I've got to look at this. This is like better than the bins. And I've never been to the bins. So I kind of felt like I had that bins like feeling. And I thought, well, it's got to be super picked through. And I also thought, I was thinking it would be crowded there. There was hardly anybody there. Hardly anybody knew what was going on with the Goodwills. Most people didn't even know there was a sale going on. So I've been here, been looking at Goodwills for 2 or 3 weeks and seemed to know more of what was going on than anybody there, which makes me think, are there a lot of resellers around here, clothing resellers who really know what they're doing? So I went through stuff and I actually found 41 pieces, and it was like $30 all in or something like that. So I'm going to go through some of that and today, not all of it, but I've got inventory now to list and do haul videos for like 4 or 5 days, because I do like 4 or 5 a day or a week, which really frees up my time for other things or going to other places. So I'm excited about that. I was really excited. Didn't find anything crazy, but what I did find was just odd brands that I'd never heard of. So we'll talk about that. Okay, so we did that. We did this. Well, let me go show you some of these. Now, I listed, I think, some of these. So I want to make sure I don't talk about the ones that, what else do I get? Oh, daylight savings time this weekend. I know with all our communication, usually everybody's on top of that, but I did feel like I should mention that. I love the spring forward. It adds more daylight. I love it. Oh, let me talk about returns. A couple comments were on like clothing. I mentioned I just do clothing, and yes, returns are definitely an issue. And somebody was mentioning, they don't like to buy wool and stuff or a lot of stuff that looks like it shrinks. I can usually kind of spot something that looks like it shrunk, but yeah, you got to be real careful. And I was looking at, I had 44 returns in the last 12 months. And I should say how many I sold. Well, let's see, out of paid and shipped last 12 months. Let's see what proportion of that is. Last year, I had about 1,500 sales, okay, let's just say, and 44, about like 3% or something. And out of those 44 sales, 5 were swimsuits and 5 were shoes. So, and that makes sense because people want to look good in a swimsuit and they all fit funny, and the shoes are kind of funky too with sizes. I didn't have any sweater returns. So that makes me feel like people kind of are, sweaters are kind of easier to fit than that. So maybe by not doing, I like selling swimsuits, and swimsuits are selling right now as we are seeing good brand swimsuits. So I won't probably stop doing swimsuits, but I just don't do shoes very much. So maybe I'll have less returns in the next 12 months, one can hope. And hopefully I'm doing better, putting more measurements in, etc. All right. Yeah, so list swimsuits. And well, let's talk about this. I'll talk about this. Well, Liberty University is here. And so I found this Liberty University School of Aviation cap. And now I lost what I was looking at here. Hold on. I didn't finish the draft, but I'd probably sell it for around $16.99 plus $5 or $6 shipping maybe. And but my son-in-law, I think he might have gone to this school, so I'm going to keep it and see if he wants it first. But that was a nice find. That's seeing quite a bit of Liberty University stuff there. So, and then, oh yeah, this is brand I never heard of. And that's what I want to say. If you see brands you've never heard of, look them up. And that comes with experience. Like, you know, when I first started going really hard on clothing 5 or 6 years ago, I didn't know Eileen Fisher. I just shopped at like Target and the mall brands and stuff. I mean, to me, stuff like Black House Market and Chico's was expensive. You know, that was a really expensive clothing for me. So I knew kind of the mall brands and stuff like that, but I didn't have them all memorized. But now I know all the mall brands, and if I see something I've never seen before, I always look it up. Unless it looks super cheap, like some kind of Shein product or something on all polyesterish. But even that, if it looks vintagey, you might check it out. But you gotta kind of develop the old eye. So this is Diva Lifewear, and this is, I believe, a linen. No, it's pure cotton. 1X, made in the USA. And just look at it, this really nice. This would be darling. What are these kind of dolman sleeves with the cuffs? Red is a very in color this season. So anyways, and I steamed that a little bit, and that I'm going to sell for $24.99 and $6.99. It looked like it had a pretty good sell-through rate. And then these, I've never heard of these, Pride Bunny. And this is for the gay community. It's never seen them before. They looked like a lot of shirts and stuff had a good sell-through. Didn't look like many shorts had sold. Looks like a lot of men's stuff sold more. There was more men's listed and sold than women's. And this is a size 10, so this is a woman's, because all the men's were like in 32s and stuff. But these were the ones that were 75 cents, okay? These were all 75 cents. So this one I listed for $19.99 and $6.99 shipping. Be interesting to see what happens with that. And see if I have any more here that I did the listing on. I think these other ones I did the other day. So, but well, let's talk about a little bit. Somebody asked me a question about kind of how do you figure things out with the sell-through rate. I believe they were asking, or how do you narrow things down? And I'm not going to show you exactly how I do it, but let me walk you through this one. Like, this is a Land's End large women's regular shorts, and I bought these because they have pockets, and I'll wear them if they don't sell, and they were 75 cents. So they just looked very comfy. I probably wouldn't have even looked at these if they were the regular $4.99 price, but and if they didn't fit me, I might have passed on them. Land's End shorts. They look a little bit, you know what? These are made in the USA. These might be vintage. Made in USA cotton. So I'm typing all this in. I'm going to even put made in USA here and see what happens. And I'll put pink. I didn't put large because it might not. And of course, see, okay, now see, I know that it is frustrating because I put pink shorts here. The first thing that comes up is a pair of gray shorts, and then a shirt, and then another shirt, and then another shirt. Okay, so I'm going to go to the left-hand side. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to used, because that'll narrow things down, especially if these look vintage. Now there's 28. Okay, let me see if I can narrow that down more. I'll go to women at the top, and this is all stuff on the left-hand side. I'm going to hit women's shorts. Now we'll get rid of all the shirts. Now there's 14 results. Now this has got an elastic waistband. Now there's no pink ones, but there are ones that look like they're the same style, which is fine. I have one with a, and the number is 62830. All right, but they all look different. A lot have buttons, and this is just an elastic waist. Now I'm just going to go see how many of these have sold and see if there's anything that looks similar to this one. But you can't just put Land's End shorts or shorts in there and expect to get, you got to be very, you got to narrow it down quite a bit. Yeah, and up here, you know, I put sold and it says, it puts fresh produce up. So these look like they would sell for about maybe $14.99 plus shipping. And yeah, they're selling for around between $10 and $15. So I'll probably list them since I paid 75 cents, unless I decide I want to keep them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep them and see if I wear them. And let's see what else. What is this? What is this? So, and at 75 cents, I didn't really even check these yesterday. So why don't we run, let's run comps on these. This one was maybe $1. This one. It's Moral Fiber. Again, never heard of it. It's a dress. It's got kind of the lace and the blue and then a long crinkle midi to maxi, and it looks like it's, I would say this is new with tags. So let's see what comes up for 75. What did I say, $1? For dress, blue lace, long, sleeveless. So I'm trying to get to this style, not necessarily the size, but the style, so that maybe if there's a name of this style that comes up, or if you can see if a whole bunch come up and a whole bunch are sold, how popular. Oh, okay, it looks like it came up. Now this one, they don't, blue lace, I don't think they even have the name of it here in the title, and this one that's sold. This is very interesting. My computer is so touchy that it just goes to all the places I don't want it to go. Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right, so yeah, it's Moral Fiber. It's the exact same dress, and it's sold for $24.99 and $7.40 shipping. So I'm just gonna put sell. So that's, you know, you got to narrow it down, and it was the only one that sold out of all Moral Fiber. Now, okay, but there were none listed, so that's a good sell-through, right? Every one that has been listed has been sold. But you still have to kind of, I think, I don't know, when I see something sold lately, even if the whole sell-through isn't great, they seem to sell. All right, this I'm just going to change it to a small so I don't forget that, and then save it for later. And let's do, this is going, 23 minutes. This is one of my longer ones. I think I might try to go a little longer. Here's another one. Okay, this I've heard of before. It's, again, this was 75 cents. So it's, I feel like I maybe should go back there today. Non-iron Talbot, size 16. Just a nice, it's got these beautiful little blingy buttons, and then it's got kind of a blingy cuff here. So paisley, or no, that's not paisley, but that's some kind of style, right? What do we call this? I know there's a name for that. And then yeah, really cool sleeves. So I didn't look this up. You know, I would just say, going on my knowledge, this would probably list for around $19.99 plus shipping. You just say that. So, but it might go, I might look it up and it might go for a lot more. All right, let's do one more from the haul. And I'll just keep going through these all week. You know, like that blue dress we just did. I think I would have paid $4.99 for that. Here's another Talbot Stretch Weekend Tee. I did look this one up, and they did have a good sell-through rate. I think they were selling for like 20 bucks plus shipping. It's a size medium, 75 cents. And then this is Banana Republic. And back in the day, for me, Banana Republic was like really expensive and stuff. But now it's just sort of a bread and butter brand. But new, it is expensive. And that's another reason I like these 75-cent things. I can buy stuff for myself. I don't have any room for it, but never stopped me before. So it just looks like it's a size medium. And I also thought I might wear it, even though it's kind of the material. I'm not really fond of this. I don't think this is silk. But let me just check. Maybe it is. You never know. I don't think I checked. 100% polyester. So I'm just saying about maybe $14.99. It's just a polyester, but it's a nice graphic top, and I might wear it like when I do one of these or something like that. It's kind of good colors. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more. Oh, sorry. I gotta do something here. Let me see something here. Oh, sorry. I have to be prepared for my grand finale. Cotty, size 12. Again, I did not check this. So let's just put in this. Never heard of it, and that's one of the reasons why I picked it up. And I kind of thought the style was cute, and the price was great. So let's just look at it again. It's a little tunic top, or possibly a dress. It all looks like it's in good shape. It's got just little details like this, like kind of cool buttons and fringe. Cotty dress. Did I spell it right? Khaadi, Cotty dress. So I put it in there just very broad, first of all, to see if there's anything going on. Yes, 368. So now I'm going to go to size 12. Well, no, I'm not going to go to time. I'm going to go into the blue fringe. And let's see if anything comes up. It also has a zip, this very good, very big zipper. That's the front of it. So let me put zipper. And this way, hopefully, this style will come up. There are only 14. Nothing with a... But like new Cotty's 55. These look like they are something that, like they might be Pakistani dress. So let's see. Blue zipper fringe. Let's see if there's any that are sold. And I'm keeping it new. I'm keeping the news in here too, just in case there's a new one that's sold in that style. None of these ones. None Cotty with zipper fringe blue. I'm just gonna then go back down it to Cotty dress. See if any of these sell. Yes, 31 Cotty dresses have sold. And 368 listed, so that's not a very good sell-through rate. That's like a 10%. So this was just picked up on a whim. I kind of like it too. I mean, it would probably fit me, a size 12. So I don't know. They look like they're listed. Oh heaven! Oh gosh! Okay. All right, that's one for the memory box. Get all set up here. All right. Holy cow. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I don't see any quite like it, but maybe $20 plus shipping. We'll see. But they're really, you know, it's got to, I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just keep it. All right. Take time to tell me you really care. Like and subscribe. And we'll spend tomorrow together. See you tomorrow or the next one.